Hello my lovelies and welcome back. Today it's all about new makeup from Walmart or at Walmart. Let's start with the eyes. We have an eyeshadow palette. This is by Milani and this is their Ungilded Most Loved Matte Eyeshadow Palette. Retails for $14.97. I have the top row and they're swatching very buttery. They're not tightly packed at all. So there's a lot of kickback and a lot of fallout. We got the second row, super pigmented. They're a little bit more powdery, still soft, but not as buttery as the first eyeshadows. The first row. The last row, also very pigmented, very stunning, not as much kickback. Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna take the lightest shade, which is called Not So Vanilla. And I'm not pressing too hard, but you can see all that kickback. It's just going all over the eyeball. Just the eyelid. I'm gonna take this pink shade right here called Bust a Mauve. And again, same thing. There's a lot of kickback from this palette. I think I kind of want this all over the eyelid, up to the crease and a little bit above the crease. It's very pretty, but they're not as pigmented on the eyes. I'm just taking these two shades right here, just going down the line. Smell the Roses and No Plum Intended. These are cute. I'm just picking up a little smaller brush. This one is by e.l.f. Yeah, so far they're very soft. They're definitely buildable. I'm gonna take a little fluffy angled brush and I'm gonna take this shadow right here called Cocoa Bean. I'm just gonna focus that right in the outer corner. I'm just dipping back and forth between the darkest shade and then the pinks. I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and gently clean this up right here. It's not too bad. I don't know if you can see that. So I have the eyeshadow on, but you can see that I'm having a hard time blending out that darker shade with the other shades on both sides. It's looking a little better on this one, but you can see like it's just creating bald patches. I had to layer a lot of the eyeshadow on, but with the layering, I feel like it just does not want to kind of pack together and melt together. So I am having these weird little spots right in the outer corner, which it looks okay. It looks fine. I like the color together. I think it's really pretty. I'm applying some eyeliner by Almay. This is their All Day Intense Gel Eyeliner in shade 130 Pure Plum. I'm just gonna try to find like a little brush to kind of blend it all in. Mascara time, we have a new one by Covergirl. This is their Exhibitionist Stretch and Strengthen Mascara. $8.97. I have shade Black Brown and then Very Black. I think I want black brown today. But what is this? This is their newest mascara that's supposed to stretch your lashes to new heights with a formula that's infused with peptides, biotin, and provitamin B5 for a lash extension effect. And it's supposed to be a long-lasting formula. That's intriguing. Up to 60% longer looking lashes. So there's no flaking, clumping, or smudging. That sounds phenomenal. Very typical boar bristle wand. Has a little bit of a tapering. It gets a little bit shorter towards the top. Formula looks a little wet, but let's apply it. Ooh, okay, it's actually quite intense. And this is brown black. I don't want the lashes to be like super black. The wand is definitely stiff. It doesn't have like any kind of resistance to it. I feel like it's definitely spreading the mascara really well. It's not clumping. It looks like it's lengthening actually. Okay. I want to see if I can be able to clean that right there. I feel like I won't because the eyeshadow is so powdery. Yeah, you can see the eyeshadow literally coming off. I'm just gonna try to be a little more careful on this side. Because it's the type of mascara where if it smudges, you have to like really take it off. I like the mascara, I don't love it. And I think I don't love it because of this brush and this formula, this tube. Look at how much mascara I had to take off the tube. So when you go in first and then a second time, it's still good when it's brand new. But then when you keep going back in and back in and out, a lot of mascara gets stuck right here towards the bottom and it just gets really clumpy on your lashes. I do like the color. I like that it's like a softer black, but it still looks really, really, really intense on the lashes, which I really like. Definitely a little bit of a harder formula to work with. If it gets on your eyes or on your face, you have to clean it off like right away. But I do like the way my lashes are looking. It gave me volume, it gave me length. It didn't separate as well as it did in the beginning just because of that clumping effect, but we'll see, right? We'll see if it flakes and if it smudges on the lower lash line. Okay, so we do have a new primer. This is by Uoma Beauty. It's like a little bit cheaper. I tested out their foundation. Actually really like her foundation. This right here is their new Primed to Glow Skin Perfecting Illuminating Primer with 87% natural ingredients plus maca root and vitamin E for $9.48. It's supposed to give you a natural luminosity that has a gel mousse texture that combines with the freshness of water, in parentheses says more than 70%, with a cushion-like nourishment of a cream. I do like the packaging. Nice squeezy tube. You just squeeze it out on your hand, in your hand. And it has like a really pearly, soft, peachy hue to it. And I was trying to see if it has any scent. It doesn't. It just smells like a primer. I'm just gonna apply some right here. You can see right away. It gives it that beautiful luminosity, a nice little dew to your skin. Very, very glowy. I'm having no problems blending this on my skin. It's just going on really nice. I don't know if I can go with one side of my face like that. We're gonna have to go with both. I'm not bringing it too much in the center, just more of like right here and then right under the eyes and then my cheeks. That is glowy. Look at that.
Wow, it is glowy.
I do want to see a really close-up shot of this. I'm gonna be honest. It kind of looks like I applied highlight, like a liquid highlighter on my face, and you kind of can see that highlighting properties, like the glitter properties. It doesn't look like my skin and glowy. It looks like there's something on top of my skin that's making it glowy, like, you know, glitter. But from far away, it's not bad. All right, going to foundation. This right here is by the brand Emani. Never heard of this brand before, but they're new to Walmart, I believe, and we have 2 shades. This right here is their Hdyrawear 12-hour liquid foundation. It has buildable coverage. It's lightweight and hydrating. It's vegan and cruelty-free. $34 each. Expensive. So I have shade 210 Natural Beige, and then I also picked up Fairly Light. But the one thing I will say that I'm gonna complain about right now is the quality and consistency. One of them has a shade, one of them doesn't, which is kind of annoying to me, especially when it's $34 already. So this is the colors, Fairly Light and Natural Beige. I think I might actually have to go with both. It's in the center. And then we'll take Natural Beige. They say to use this best with your fingers or a brush. And I'm looking here and it says that it's a medium to full coverage that's buildable. And supposedly it's all clean as well. They don't use any kind of synthetic ingredients, which is really nice. I feel like the colors are a little off, especially that Natural Beige. It's a little yellow on me, but wow, it's actually really pretty. I'd say they gave me a solid medium coverage. And I didn't use the 2 pumps. I used less of the Natural Beige because it is a little bit darker on me. Okay. I'm having a reaction on my face from something. It's either the foundation or the primer or both mixed together. You can see it. Reaction right here, right here, right here, right here, and on my forehead.
Yeah, that is weird.
Ooh, that's not good. I think it is the foundation because I feel like that's where I applied the little dots. You can see dot, 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 and like little dots. What do? I leave it on my face or take it off?
Take it off.
Like it doesn't hurt, it doesn't burn. I'm just seeing the reaction on my face. We'll give it 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. But it looks like literally where I applied the dots on my face. Okay, so the reaction, it's not getting better. I feel like it's getting worse, and I am kind of feeling little hot spots in all these little areas. So I'm gonna go wash off my face. I'm gonna reapply the primer and then just use one of my foundations that I know is not going to give me a reaction. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I took everything off my face. And I'm not going to reapply the primer just because I didn't even really like it that much. It just looks like a thicker highlighter just sitting on my skin. It doesn't look like my skin is actually glowing. So I'm just gonna take my L'Oreal and the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear, and then the L'Oreal True Match Lumi. There's a new eyebrow product. It's a 2-in-1. This is by Uoma by SharonC. This is their one and done 2-in-1 brow styler. $8.48. I will say the shades online were very hard to choose from because they don't really give you like what color tones they are or anything like that. So it was a little hard to decide. So that's why we got 3 different shades. So this right here is a smudge-proof, water-resistant duo styler that includes a precision pencil to deliver hair-like strokes and a long-lasting, strong hold set and go brow gel to volumize and fluff while softening and polishing your brow hairs. It's easy peasy. Brows, so easy. That's cute. That's juicy. I like that, Jackie. They should have finished it like that. But let's put it on. This might be like the best thing ever. For this particular color, I have to press really hard to get any kind of feedback. It's definitely on the drier side. I will say I don't like that. There is no spoolie here. The color looks pretty nice. I feel like I'm making my brows angry though, because I'm pressing so hard. Okay, so I applied the brow pencil. I like the color, but I don't like the formula. It's way too stiff, it's way too dry. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of the gel. Ooh, okay. This little brush is nice, and the color looks pretty good. But like I said, I feel like I aggravated my brows, so they're a little red underneath. But that brow gel is actually really nice. You get a lot of it, so you do have to clean a lot of it off, like you can see right there. But it's doing a really good job blending. I mean, spreading. We'll see how well it holds, because so far it's not making my hairs fall down. For concealer, Flower Beauty. This is their Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. Just doing the lower lash line. For blushes, we have these little trios by Milani. They're cream and then they're powder. I love Milani blushes. They're creams and their powder formulas. This right here, $11.97. All of these colors are stunning. I'm excited to play with them. And then for the powder, we have their Milani powder, their Cheek Kiss in 120 Golden Hour Glow. This one looks really pretty too. All right, let's start with the cream first. And let's see what we come up with. I'm gonna take this shade right here first. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, that's actually a little bit more pink on my cheeks than in the palette. And they just blend so easy, so easy. They're so creamy, they're very pigmented. They don't leave any kind of like a balmy finish on your cheeks, which in the pot and when you swatch them, they're super balmy. Like look, literally looks like lip gloss, not lip gloss, like lip balm. But do you see that? But once they blend onto your cheeks, they kind of give us a very soft, luminous finish. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful. I kind of want to take the darker shade also. Like I'm barely dipping it into the palette and you just get so much color payoff. For bronzer, we don't have a new one, but this is by Milani. This is their Sun Kissed, their Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in shade Sun Kissed number 2. I like this bronzer because it's a nice shade where you warm up your skin, but also kind of sculpt it. It's not like a super sculpting bronzer, but it's not just warm. I want to add a little more blush. We're gonna go with the powder one. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here because it's super glowy. We'll see what that looks like. Ooh, that actually looks really pretty. Ooh, ooh. We have a new highlighter. This is by Luna Magic, and this is their highlighter in shade Tullum. $7.98. It looks very gold, very pretty, like a nice neutral gold. It's not too yellow. And when I swatched it, it's very soft. It's not dry, which is great. So let's see how it actually goes onto the cheekbones. I feel like I need a dampened sponge to like really melt this onto my skin. That's really pretty though. I feel like if you like a highlighter and you like that highlighty effect, but you don't like when it's too powdery, I think you might actually really like this. Wow, that's really pretty. Oh my goodness. And it's very intense, but you can definitely tone it down. I kind of want to highlight my inner corner right in the eyes with this highlighter. Oh, yep, I like that. Kind of just ties in everything. Lip liner by Milani. This is their color statement lip liner in number 4, all natural. It's one of my favorite lip liners that kind of just go with a lot of different lipstick colors. So for lipstick, we have a new one by, I'm having a hard time. It's the same brand, Uoma by SharonC. This is their Lips Don't Lie lipstick, $7.48. This right here is a highly pigmented satin matte lipstick that doesn't hold back. It's a one stroke, intense payoff, ultra sensorial smoothness and softness. So I have shade Unfiltered. It looks really pretty swatched. So let's apply this, and I think it's gonna look really pretty with this lip liner. Oh, okay. Wait. That is very smooth. What? When I think of a satin matte lipstick, I think of a formula that's kind of like a putty texture. It's creamy, but it's kind of, you know, a thicker formula. This is actually a very thin formula and super creamy. I'm really liking it with the eyes and the cheeks. I feel like it all comes together. It's a very monochromatic look, but it just kind of brings everything together. I will say one thing. I don't like the way it like tastes and smells. It kind of has like a Play-Doh-y and like a crayon taste a little bit. Yes, I have tried a crayon and Play-Doh before. I was a kid once. I am gonna top my lipstick with their It Also New by Uoma. This is their Floss Gloss High Shine Lip Gloss. Their names are very rhymey, aren't they? I love it. $7.48, and I have shade Rosy. So it's ultra creamy and rich in hydrating emollients. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. It kind of has that same scent. Like it's not scented and it's not fragrance, but it smells still, you know? Kind of like kid makeup in a way. Oh, that's actually very pretty. These colors together, these three mixed, really, really pretty. Feels very comfortable on the lips. My lips are dry underneath, so both formulas so far are really nice, but all I'm tasting is crayons. Look is complete. I'm very happy actually with the way it all came together besides the eyeshadow, but we're not gonna look at it. We're not gonna talk about it. Everything else actually looks really good. I'm really sad that the foundation didn't work out. You guys saw it gave me a reaction. I was not gonna keep that on my face because it wasn't calming down, but it looks like my face has calmed down. The spots, you can kind of see them underneath the foundation, but they're not getting worse. So that's a really good thing. I think overall, the products that I'm most excited for, the Milani blushes, but I think honestly, these are the formulas that I already love and use and I'm used to, but you just get 3 of them in one little palette, which is phenomenal. And then this little Luna Magic highlighter. I don't really get excited about highlighters, I'm gonna be honest. From the drugstore, most of them, I will say they have that like powdery formula. It's really pretty in the palette or the pan, but once you swatch it and you apply it to your face, you're like, it doesn't look great. It just looks a little powdery on the skin, doesn't really melt into your skin. But this is actually really, really beautiful. It doesn't exaggerate anything. So honestly, this might be like the top makeup product that we tried today. Okay, so I will see you guys in a little bit and hopefully everything is looking good. I'm gonna try to do one update during the day and then one at the end of the night, or just the final update at the very end of the night in the bathroom. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I think this might be a really quick check-in. So starting first with the eyebrows, they're still there. I'm noticing a little bit of drop on this brow right here and a little bit of drop on this brow, so that gel is not super long lasting. I did like how it spread the brow hairs and the color, but I'm not a fan of the pencil. I think it's too dry. Next thing, the eyeshadow. You're welcome. The eyeshadow hasn't moved at all, besides right here on the outer corners. I think the overall result is really beautiful and they are blendable. It's just when you want to layer and create that pigment, I had a pretty hard time, especially with the darker shades. Moving on to the mascara. At the very top, the lashes look totally fine. There's not transfer, there's actually no transfer at the very top, but on the bottom, you can see there's actually quite a bit of transfer and smudging happening right here. Moving on to the blushes. I already know I love those blushes because I feel like they just put the blushes into a trio. And I think those colors are stunning. They're super flattering on so many different skin tones. I just love Milani blushes. Milani in general is a phenomenal drugstore brand. Moving on to that highlighter. I like that highlighter. I want to see if they have more shades. It's beautiful. It's a really beautiful highlighter and it's under $10, which I think is phenomenal. Moving on to the lip product. I still see the lipstick on my lips. I reapplied the lipstick twice. I didn't reapply the lip gloss just because that, again, it doesn't have a flavor. It's not scented. It's just, it has that like chemical fake kid makeup flavor. Like I said, I reapplied it after dinner and it's already pretty much gone except for like you can see where the lip liner is. So it's not super long lasting formula. I will say that lipstick formula is really lightweight and it's very light in texture and it's creamy, but it's a satin matte finish. And I think that color is actually really, really beautiful. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. I will see you guys in the next video very soon. Bye. That was a very, very awkward bye. Bye, guys.